Today on the farm, we about to plant some pumpkins. In order to get these pumpkins planted right, we gotta get the land prepped right. In order to do that, we gotta get this 4960 John Deere, AKA the best tractor ever made, and hook it to the field cultivator and get that ground nice and smooth, silky smooth and level, and ready for the planter. This is the pumpkin patch, or what will become the pumpkin patch. It is where my butter beans and peas were planted previously. We've harvested them. I've incorporated them into the soil, making them legumes, become my nitrogen source for my pumpkins. Peas are a legume, they are a high nitrogen source. I incorporated those vines, those plants into the soil. Now they are fertilizer. Up here in this area though, next to the grain sorghum, see the ground's a little bit different color. This is where we mounded up the chicken litter. This is where, in a much earlier video, you saw me scooping up chicken litter, putting on a spreader truck and spreading it across this field. The chicken litter pile was right here, and this is where I will plant my giant competition pumpkins. They will grow in the remnants of the chicken litter pile. All the pumpkins that I grow for sale will be out here in the pea patch. But now, we've got it all disc, but we need to get it a super fine tilt, really fine, smooth tilt. We're gonna do that with the KMC field cultivator. This is a very simple but highly effective tool. We have a bunch of S-tines and they are staggered, so you're never more than this far in width away from the S-tine. You know, they're further back, they're only staggered a few inches off, so there's S-tines covering all the ground. And then behind them, 2 rows, very, very important, 2 rows of pivoting baskets. These baskets are gonna, the S-tines are gonna break up any clods and stir up the dirt, and these baskets are gonna level it off and leave it smooth. Now that I got the ground all finely tilled and smoothed out, we got the 8530 out here with the 1720 Max Emerge 12 row stack fold planter, and we about to put some pumpkin seeds in the dirt. But not exactly the way you think we are. No, I hadn't trained a 1720 Max Emerge to plant pumpkins yet. We're still working on that process. I don't have the necessary equipment to adapt this to plant pumpkin seeds. But this tractor has guidance, and there's 12 rows, so we're gonna use this machine, this tractor, to make the rows, to draw the rows out on the ground, so we will have somewhere to plant the pumpkins. Now comes the part nobody's looking forward to. We got to take a lot of pumpkin seeds and put them in the ground. And well, my kids think we're going to the beach today, and we may, but we can't leave to go to the beach until we plant all these pumpkin seeds. And the only way we got to put these pumpkin seeds in the ground is by hand. So we're gonna plant several thousand pumpkin seeds by hand. Ain't nobody going nowhere till it's done. I know in last year's video y'all saw me plant the pumpkins with a Massey Ferguson 135 and a planter, old style planter, and the results were okay. but they weren't perfect. I planted them the previous year, the year before that, by hand, same way I'm doing now. Laid the rows off with a big planter and then walked in there and dropped them in one at a time by hand. And I had 100% germ on it. If it wasn't 100, it's 99.9. Every plant came up. Spacing was perfect. Everything worked flawless. Last year, the spacing was not good. I mean, it wasn't a pumpkin planter, but we had rigged it up to try to make it a pumpkin planter, and spacing was off. Things just didn't work as good. Had about a 60% germ on it. It just didn't work as good. So back to hand planting it is.
Mercer, can you push these down? Can you push them down?
Well, the wife and kids done planted out. That leaves me to finish up a few rows. They actually did really good. They did a lot better than I anticipated. I think only 2 out of 3 youngins had a breakdown cry. Maybe 3 out of 3. I don't know. I know 2 out of 3 were crying. But I got 2 rows here left of the orange bulldogs to plant, and I gotta go back up there and finish. I think Sarah Bess left a couple rows of brown ones undone, and then I have got my giant pumpkins planted out here. I got a bunch of giant pumpkins, Deals Atlantic Giants planted, and I have 4 Deals Atlantic Giant seeds left. I'm gonna give them to somebody. Let somebody that don't have seeds jump into competition. Let me put a few more seeds in the dirt and wrap this up and get this all buttoned up, because I still have to change a tire on a tractor later today. I have to put out another load of fertilizer in this field from when the tire went flat while I was trying to do that. And then I got to finish spraying the soybeans. Got to do the perimeter around the soybean field. I haven't got that done yet. And ain't nobody going to the beach till all that stuff gets done. So I got to get with it. I thank all y'all for watching. Hope to see you next time.